Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And you are welcome once again to the RLM show from the First Baptist Multimedia. Locate the First Baptist Church at Akutiala, Kumasi, Ghana. And once again, you can join us on Facebook at the Baptist Ghana and on YouTube, the First Baptist Church Akutiala. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. My name is Richard, and I'll be your host for today. And with me, I have Mrs. Mary Adeleke as my guest today. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is the Relationship, Love, and Marriage show, the RLM show, and we say love is sweet. And today, our topic, we'll be discussing distance relationship. Distance relationship. So, without wasting much time, we'll be going to. So, Mrs. Mary, when we talk about distance relationship, or when someone say distance relationship, what comes in mind? What is distance relationship?
Distance relationship is an intimate relationship between partners who are geographically separated from each other. When I say geographically separated, that is, they are not close to each other. They are far from each other.
Okay. So, if I and my partner are far from each other, that means it's a distance relationship. Okay, thank you very much. So, when we talk about distance relationship, we being far from each other, does it last longer? Does distance relationship last longer, or it doesn't?
It depends on the relationship that you are in. To me, I would say most of them last longer.
Okay.
There are so many things that come into play when you talk about distance relationship, and then if all the things that comes into play, you are able to overcome all those things, I think you are able to go, yeah. It will last longer.
Okay, thank you very much. So, guys, if you know you are in a distance relationship, it might last longer. So, yeah, we thank you very much, Mrs. Mary. So, how true is the belief that there is no trust in distance relationship? Because most of the people, when they are in distance relationship, they kind of lose a little bit trust in each other. So, how true is it?
Trust is very, very important in every relationship, not even in only distance relationship. And before I even go to the trust issue, with distance relationship, we have about 3 types. We have the intercity, we have the inter-regional, and then inter-country. When I say intercity, one city to the other, for instance, when you're at a Josu and somebody is at a Fijase, or even Kumasi, that is intercity. And then we have the inter-regional, Kumasi, and then Accra. And then we have inter-country, that is Ghana and USA. So we all know that 3 types we have. And then coming back to your question about trust, I think with distance relationship, trust is very, very, very important. Because one, you don't see the person. You don't know what the person is doing. You don't know, the person might, whatever you do is on phone. And then today you know what phone can do. Sometimes you are in a car with somebody and then you know the person is at location A. And then we'll tell the other party I'm in location Z. You sometimes laugh, but the other party, since it's not there, would believe that maybe the person is at location Z. So that is what happens in distance relationship. So the trust is very, very important. As I said earlier on, you don't see the person, you don't know where the person is. But when you trust the person, you are able to believe whatever the person is saying.
Thank you very much. So that means trust is the key when it comes to distance relationship. For it to last longer, you guys have to trust each other. Trust is the key. So thank you very much for clearing things for us over there. So if I may ask again, what are some of the things that makes distance relationship work? What can I do so that I can keep my distance relationship with my partner?
With distance relationship, the first thing is you have to love your partner. Okay. There should be, it's not like surface love. It has to be a very strong love, because let's take inter-country for instance. You can't go there. If you don't have a visa and then a passport to go to US, you can't go there. So if the person has to stay there maybe for 10 years and also hasn't been given permission to come, that means for all the 10 years you will not be seeing each other. So if the marriage doesn't have the relationship that doesn't have a foundation of love, I tell you, you might end up breaking the relationship. So the first thing I'll say is there should be love, a very solid love. So it's one. And then as I said earlier on, there should be trust, which is also important. The other thing is very effective communication. Because the only thing you can do with the person is to communicate effectively. You don't see the person, you can't go to and visit the person, you can't go out with the person. It's only communication that you have to be doing with the person. You have to be talking on phone, you have to be sending messages and the rest. So the communication is very, 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 very important that one has to do in a relationship. And then also, you have to listen. If you want your relationship to work, you have to listen. Listen to your partner, know what they want, what they don't want. It's very important. And coming back to the communication, there was something I saw somewhere and they said that it shouldn't be too much if you want your relationship to last.
Okay.
Because, as I said earlier on, the geographical location might be different. Right now, it's almost 7 p.m. in Ghana. It might be dawn or even morning in another country. So if you just take your phone, okay, it's 7, I'm back from work, let me call my partner. And you don't consider their time. Like, oh, this time he might be sleeping. And you just keep on calling him. And then because he thinks it's a distant relationship and then he or she has to satisfy you, the person might pick the call but would not be happy about it because maybe that is the time he or she is also resting. So it's also very important. Let's consider all those things. The communication is good, but let's not make it too much. And then also, with if you want a relationship to last, that is with a distant relationship, you can also do things together, plan things together as couples. Okay, today we are doing this, we are doing that. Let's plan things together. Let's not make it that if we are physical, that is where we can plan. No, that is why we all have phones. So you can plan together even with your phone. And also you can do so many things together. You can pray together. You can read your Bibles together. You can do a lot of things together. That will make you, the bonding to be great. Because you are not with each other. So if you don't do things that always you are together, it might not last. So it's also very important to be doing that.
Thank you very much, our Madam Mary. So now you said love is a key factor, very important. We have to consider the love. So now let's say my partner is far, as we are talking about distance relationship, and now they say love grows. So now I'm in a relationship with my partner, the partner is far away and I'm here. And is it through the communications, through everything, is our love going to grow? Because I don't understand. Because they say love grows. How is our love going to grow when my partner is not with me, near me or around me? When I can't go to my partner or my partner can't come with me, come to my place. So how is the love going to grow? What am I supposed to do to make the love between I and my partner who is far away grow?
To make love grow, to me personally, I don't believe seeing each other and talking to each other will make love grow. Or let's say meeting all the time will make the love grow. One, when you call on your partner, checking on your partner, how are you? How was your day? Well, what are you eating? All those little talks. Sometimes you don't consider it to be great, but it goes a long way. You feel that somebody cares for you. To me, that is how I see it. You feel that somebody cares for you so much. Oh, okay, today when I went to work, I had this problem. Oh, okay, why don't we solve it this way? Let's go this way. Let's do it this way. So through, as I said, effective communication, and then you talking about future together, the love will grow. Doesn't necessarily mean we have to be seeing each other to make love grow. Some people are not in distance relationship, yet their relationship breaks. But others are in distance and it works perfectly for them. So it depends on you. And then love, sometimes it's not about what you see. Love is within you. If you love a person, I don't believe it's about you posting the person 24 hours on your status. That shows that you love the person. No. Some people will post their spouse or their partners 24 hours, but yet, when you weigh their love percent, it's about 15. Others will be silent on their love matters. They won't say anything. But you know that the love, when you weigh the love, it's about 90%. So there are little things. The communication, you caring for the person is even enough to me.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you very much. I'll be back to you, Mr. Mary. Let's use this time to appreciate our sponsors. Okay. For all your local and continental dishes and pastries, call Adi's Kitchen on 0244 520 266. 0244 520 266. For all your sewing accessories and mobile money, call Mr. Solomon on 0244 520 66. 0244 520 66. Lisbon Ventures will always give you the quality in all types of drinks. Water, call them on 0242 322 140. 0242 322 140. Thank you, Mr. Mary. Mrs. Mary, sorry, for lecturing us on this issue. So if I may ask again, what can make a distance relationship last longer? Because after everything, now we are in a relationship, then it is moving fine, everything is going well. So how is it going to last longer? Is it by loving the person, let's say, talking to the person, every time, calling the person? Does it guarantee that the relationship is going to last longer?
Okay. For a distance relationship, because this is not any normal relationship, this is distance relationship. So for it to last longer, one, you have to be committed to the relationship. Because let's say it's intercountry, you are in Ghana, the person is in US. If you are, and for you to communicate, you need money to buy credit and then data. So if you are not committed to the relationship and you're like, hey, I can't be using my money to be buying credit and data, you have to be sending me money. And then the other party also feels like, no, all the time I should be sending money. I'm not sending money. I won't send money again. What will happen? It will definitely not work. So you have to be committed to the relationship. You have to put yourself in. If truly you want the relationship to last, then you also have to commit yourself to the relationship. That is one. And another thing we said earlier on is the love. Love surpasses all things. Because if you love somebody, we are all individuals and we have our flaws. We have our parts. But if you love somebody, even when they tell you they're bad, oh, I did this, I did that, and you think it hurts, sometimes you easily forgive. Because you know to her is human and to forgive is divine. But if you don't love the person and you yourself, you are suspicious. Any little thing, hey, today I went to work and then this lady said this. I said it. The lady loves you. That is why the last time when I was doing a video call, she came in and then she was waving me. Why is she waving? You know, women, we just find fault with any little thing. Why did this woman say good night? And that one is it's a whole year's issue to talk about. So if there is love, all those things won't come to play. And then trust. If trust reigns, there is no room for doubt. There is no room for suspicion. There is no room for a lot of things. Because if you don't trust the person, you start suspecting the person. Maybe let's say a lady friend sends the person hello, and then that is all. You think he's cheating, he's doing that. So I think you need all these things to make it work. And also, as I said earlier on, you need to be doing some stuff together that will make you feel born. So as a child of God, you can be praying together. You can be reading the Bible together. You can be, and then you share your day, how the day went. You can do it together. Hey, today when I went to work, this and this and this and this. And it's fun. Because when I don't have anybody to talk to, and then if you start talking to other opposite sex too, if you are not careful, you might also fall for them. So you talk to your partner about it, and I think that one too is going to help.
Okay, thank you very much. You have more to say.
And another thing I want to say is that you don't have to be talking every day if you're in a distant relationship. If you make it, if like you are starting a relationship and you want to be talking every day, it will get to a time when one partner doesn't call a day. It might be that the person has an emergency. Something has happened. The network is bad. Oh, there's a problem. Why didn't you talk today? Why? You start because that is the basis. It's every day that you talk. But maybe you talk twice or even 4 times a week. So if you don't call them one day, they're like, oh, maybe it's today she wants peace. Maybe today she's busy. And it flows. But you don't make the relationship so rigid that if you don't call, the other spouse will start suspecting you.
Thank you very much. That means trust is the key. Then dedication as well. Yeah. So with all these things, being dedicated to your partner, you pray together, you read the Bible together, you call a person, let's say even twice or more a day, talking to, I mean, you are being dedicated to the person. What shows or what guarantees that a person is not going to cheat? Because this is distance relationship. You don't see what the person is doing. Although you trust the person, you call the person, you love the person knows that, oh, my partner loves me. You know, so what guarantees that the person is not going to cheat? Is that possible that the person can cheat or not?
You can't guarantee cheating. No. For cheating, you can't guarantee. The fact that you trust the person, you love the person, it depends. How does the opposite, the other person also feels about you? Do they also feel same? Because in a relationship, it has to be other way. The way you love the person should also reciprocate. It has to be in and out. So the cheating, I don't think you can guarantee. You only pray that he doesn't cheat. Because if the person is far, especially if it's about men being somewhere, seriously, if God does not come in, he might cheat.
Oh, whoa. It's always about the men. Oh, may God help us.
Amen.
So with all these things, what is going to break this distance relationship? What breaks it? What just destroys everything when it comes to distance relationship?
The first thing that I think will break a distance relationship is lack of communication. You're in a distance relationship, you don't see a person. And the whole week, not even, how are you? No message, no text, nothing. For a week, for a 2. If God does not come in seriously, I don't think it will work. Because to me, it's as if the person doesn't care. So that one is one that can break a relationship. When there's no effective communication, the relationship might end up breaking. And then 2, when there is no trust, at the least then the person is suspecting you. Let's say it's a colleague's birthday at work, maybe it's the opposite sex, and then you put it on your status that, hey, happy birthday, dear, long life and prosperity. The mere fact that you put in dear, it means that person is something to you. Maybe in a sense, it's nobody, it's just a friend. So that means there's no trust. The person doesn't trust you. He's always monitoring you. Hey, at this time you were online. Why weren't you sleeping? It's an individual thing. Maybe the person doesn't feel sleepy. Or maybe you've talked about 4 hours on phone and she's okay. So that does not guarantee that she should be off. That one to the person can start suspecting. Why are you not offline? Why are you this? That means there's no trust. You don't trust the woman or the man you are going out with. So with that one, the relationship might end up breaking. And then when you always have thoughts of negativity, hey, you are here, I'm here. So when will you come? Well, let's work. Hey, how would we be? Well, so many negative thoughts because we all know that being in a distant relationship is not easy. Seriously, it's not easy. The possibility that it will fail is, I think I saw somewhere that the possibility that it will last is 58. So 42% it might fail. And then dedication is past. So the opposite aspect that we are talking about, if you are not dedicated, seriously, it might fail. That one day we should all know that. And again, if your partner no longer supports you, maybe you make a decision, okay, this is what I want to do. They don't care. Okay, whatever you want to do. The person does not care about you again. And another thing is, if they are not ready to introduce you to their family, you know it's a distance relationship. There is no guarantee that it's going to work or it's going to fail. But it's always good if the other party lets their parents be aware, oh, that is the woman that I intend marrying, or the woman I'm going out with. It's nice so that you even know the family members. Maybe the family members are even in the country that you are in. Once in a while, you might visit the mother, you might visit the father. But when you talk about that and the man is like, no, I'm not ready. I can't send you there. It's too early. Maybe you are 5 years into that relationship and the man is still telling you it's too early. My friend, I'm not sure this relationship might work.
Wow. So guys, distance relationship is very, 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 very hard as our mother is saying over here. So now, Mary, let me ask a question. I have a friend who is in a distance relationship. Now, let's say it is 10 p.m. here in Ghana, and it is in the USA it is afternoon time. So whenever the lady calls the guy is very tired after all the work that the guy has done from work. Maybe when he gets home, now it is time for the lady to call the guy in the evening. So when maybe communication is going on, they are talking, then the guy is falling asleep. You understand? Because the guy is very tired. Although the lady understands that his guy has gone to work and blah, 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 he's tired, he's back and stuff. But every time, if the lady calls the guy, maybe they talk for an hour or 4 hours. So maybe after an hour, after the second hour, then the guy sleeps. Then the lady brings the complaint that, oh, he likes sleeping too much. Every time I call him, then he's sleeping. So how are you going to advise the guy? What should the guy do to keep this distance relationship? Because the guy too is trying his best. Sometimes he doesn't sleep at all for 4 hours before the lady is satisfied. Sometimes first hour, second hour, the guy is gone. So what is the advice you are going to give to such person?
I think in distant relationship, as I said earlier on, you need to plan together. Seriously, you need to plan together. Because in the scenario that you've given, if you are not careful, the guy will go to work and will start sleeping, will start dozing at work. And if you are not careful, the guy will be sacked. And what would the lady gain from that? So I think they have to plan their timing together. Why don't you make it 6 p.m. in Ghana? Maybe that time will be favorable for me. Because 10 p.m. is okay with the lady, and she thinks at that time she's relaxed, she's done everything, it's about for her to sleep. So the two has to be considerate and they have to plan together. Because other than that, it won't work. Because, for instance, you are saying that after 1-2 hours, whatever she's saying, he doesn't get it. Yeah. This same issue will start coming back. Oh, yesterday, I said this. Did you say it? So if you are not careful, as if you, the guy, you don't care. Yeah. But really, you are tired. So my little advice to them is that they should plan their time together. They should plan together, and it will help.
Thank you very much. So, my friend, if you are watching me, there's the advice for you. Just sit down with your lady and plan things, and I know things will be better for you. So, does distance relationship help us stay chaste away or before marriage? Does it help us stay chaste before marriage?
In a way, yes. Distance relationships make you chaste. Because you are not seeing each other. You are there. And if nobody is going outside to play anything, that one, you are there alone. There's no need to start going to your man's house that you start feeling tempted by the devil, and then romance and everything will come in. So you are there, you are clean, and everything goes on. So in a way, distance relationship, it helps. It helps in so many ways. That aspect there, it helps. You are there, you are free. You don't do any bad thing because you know your partner is somewhere, and your godly partner is also somewhere, and then knows that the woman is there and will also do the same. I won't do anything bad.
Thank you. This is very difficult, but I know with God, the guys in the distance relationship, God will help you so that you can stay chaste, because distance relationship is very, 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 very difficult. It's not easy to be in a distance relationship. Dedication, communication to each other at any time is going to help you keep your distance relationship. And once again, thank you, Mary. We will go for our sponsors once again. For all your local continental dishes and pastries, call Addis Kitchen on 0244 520 266. 0244 520 266. For all your sewing accessories and mobile money, call Mr. Solomon on 0244 520 66. 0244 520 66. Lisbon Ventures will always give you your quality in all drinks, water, etc. Call them on 0242 322 140. Thank you very much, Madam. So, what advice are you going to give to our youth who are in distance relationship? The general advice you are going to give to them.
The first advice that I'll give is that if the relationship matters, then the distance doesn't matter. If the relationship matters, the distance doesn't. If the relationship matters to you, please don't look at the distance, because it's really going to be worth it. And then if you're in a distant relationship, you need to trust more. You need to trust more and doubt less. Trust more and then doubt less. And then you need to talk through all the struggles and hard feelings. Whatever is bothering you, don't keep it. Talk to the person. You did this, I don't like. Why don't you do it this way? Don't keep it to yourself, because if you end up complaining to somebody, the only thing they will tell you is, oh, this is not a relationship. You don't know. Maybe he's even cheating. So please tell him about all your hard feelings and see if you change. It's going to help. And also you have to share all the things that happens in your life. Okay? When something happens in your life, don't let him go and hear it from other friends, other siblings that, hey, you don't know, this thing happened to your woman. This thing happened to your man. Let him hear it from you. And then if you do that, he's going to trust you. And again, make time for each other. And distant relationship is not like the one that we see ourselves that you think, oh, I saw him last week. Maybe next 2 weeks I'll see him. Or anytime I want to go and see him, I can go and see him. This time you have to make time for each other. And then you communicate very well. And also you have to build your own personal life. Don't depend on your spouse, wherever he is, that, oh, I'm just there, I'm waiting for him. No. Do something beneficial with your life. If you don't have a work doing, you start doing something, because anything can happen. The fact that he's in USA, he's being paid, well, doesn't mean you have to put all your life on him and you don't work, waiting for him to come back and then marry you and send you to US or any other country. No. Do something with your personal life, so that in case there's a breakup, you don't find yourself wanting. You just move on. You don't end up thinking of committing suicide because you've waited for a man for 10 good years or whatever years. So it's very important. And then the last thing I'll say is that always remember he's worth the wait. Always remember he's worth the wait. If you love him, if you trust him, then please wait for him. He will surely come. Okay.
Okay, my lovely viewers, you've heard it all. Last but not the least, before I leave you to go, our Madam Mary, are there any disadvantages in distance relationship?
Yes, there are disadvantages of distance relationship. One, let's say you have a program you are going, everybody is coming with a partner. You alone, you don't have a partner. When you go to such programs, you are like, what is this? But that is you. That is the distance relationship you are in. And sometimes, in our part of the world, we are not much, if not recently, we are not much into this communication, this Instagram, this WhatsApp things. We are not much into it. So it makes the communication very difficult. If not because of Facebook and WhatsApp at first, how would you communicate? It's about buying credits to call the person. And if you don't call the person, you can't see the person. Thank God we have all those technologies now. You're able to see the person through Skype and other means. So, but the disadvantage is much, because the possibility of it working is low. To me, that is what I'll say. It's low. Because even the person might love you, but when they get there, things might change. Even this other woman is even better than her, or this woman is even this than her, or this than her. The mind can easily change. And sometimes it's difficult telling you the partner over here, because they think they've wasted your years. So it's difficult telling you, and they will still keep you in wait. So it's serious. And then they're keeping you in wait. You are like, let me keep myself clean till he comes and then marry me. And then you wait all these years, and only for him to come with his wife and children. Imagine how it would be. So there is advantage, but I think with God and then with prayers, it will work.
It will work. Thank you very much, madam. But the disadvantages of this distant relationship, I personally will tell you guys, is the disadvantages. I'm not going to lie. I'll just go straight. It might not work. You guys might end up breaking up, because it's very difficult to be in a distance relationship. Because if the thing is taking too much time before you guys meet, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and over, and you guys don't love each other, dedication, no, you don't have the fear of God in you, things might end up.
I think we had one church member who was outside, the wife was here, and because of the love, the godly aspect in him, he came back and everything is going on. At least there are some men, even married men, who go there and then marry again there, but for him he didn't do that. So I think in as much as it's not working for others, it's working for others too. So I'll just say that you pray and then you dedicate, you put yourself in the relationship, and it's going to work for you.
Okay, this is the RLM show, and we say love is sweet. And this is the First Baptist Multimedia coming to you from the First Baptist Church, Kumasi, Akotialai. Join us on, you can always watch us, our videos on YouTube at the Baptist Church, and on Facebook, Baptist Ghana. Thank you very much, our lovely viewers, and we say love is sweet.